board already. I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7:30. Roll call, please.
Mr. Blackstock.
Here.
Mr. Boda.
Here.
Cram here. Mr. Simons.
Here.
Mr. Petsalis, Mr. Horn, and Mr. Knotts are excused.
Okay, Kurt, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, has everybody had a chance to look at the agenda? If so, I have no additions or deletions to the agenda.
Make a motion, we accept the agenda as presented.
Support.
Been moved and supported that we accept the agenda as presented. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next, we have the approval of the minutes of August 3, 2015, and the special meeting of August 6, 2015.
There are no additions or deletions. Excuse me. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of August 3rd and of August 6th.
Support.
It's been moved and supported that we approve the minutes of August 3 and August 6th. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Moving on to public comment. Anybody in the audience that would like to speak on anything that's not on the agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. We have the C1, July 2, 2015 Beautification Committee minutes. C2 is the July 2015 Marine City Fire Report. C3 is the July 2015 St. Clair Fire Report. C4 is the August 5, 2015 Historical Commission minutes. C5 is the Investment Income Report. And C6 is the Revenue and Expenditure Report.
Make a motion that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll support that. Is there any further discussion on the consent agenda? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have disbursements. We have bills of $58,480.61. We have a payroll of $33,571.79. We have ACH payments of $28,294.30. And we have a tax account of $155,971.49 for a total disbursement of $276,318.19.
I'll make a motion. We pay the bills in the amount of $276,318.19.
I'll support.
All right, it's been moved and supported. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Blackstock.
Yes.
Mr. Boda.
Yes.
Cram, yes. Mr. Simons.
Yes. Motion carries. We pay the bills. Next, we're moving on to new business. It's the DPW employee. As you know, Mr. Snyder moved on to the water plant. That created a vacancy in the DPW. Last week we interviewed. There was approximately 50 applications, and we broke that down to 5, and we interviewed the 5, and we've come up with the name. But what I want to tell the board is I don't want to have a situation that we had on our last hiree where you didn't have time to look it over. So if you don't feel comfortable doing this right now, we'll have to postpone it for 2 weeks. This is a DPW labor's job. It's an entry-level job, so to speak, to the township. We've narrowed it down to a Mr. Jeffrey Hill. He is the selection committee's the name that they came up with. So if you feel you want to hire him now, or you would like to have time to do more we're going to do a complete background check on him and make sure everything's right before we actually hire him. But it's up to the board. If they would rather take some time and look at it, that's up to you.
Perhaps you can wait 2 weeks and then in that interim of 2 weeks, you can run that background check and it'll be all set for the next time you have it on.
Okay.
I don't care one way or the other. I can do it tonight or you can wait for 2 weeks.
Well, whatever you guys, whatever the board, I don't want to pressure the board, I mean,
I thought okay, sorry.
What was
I
that?
thought we couldn't run the background check until we had
Till we-
chosen to hire him.
Chosen
So
to hire
waiting
him.
2 weeks isn't gonna accomplish anything unless we're personally doing some kind of a background check on the board.
right, correct. If you want to do a background check, we're going to do one through the township. We're going to do one.
But only after he's approved to be
To
offered
be
the
hired.
position.
If that's, and if there's something in there, then we'll do like we did last time, if we have to have another meeting or whatever.
Say if you have another meeting and you do a background check in the interim, then you'll have all the information next time it comes up.
No, the township can't run the background check until
We gotta decide,
the
do
board
we-
agrees
is
to
this the guy
offer him
we-
the position.
We don't want to run background checks on everybody that we've interviewed.
Well, no, I don't, not talking that.
Okay. So I don't know how to state the motion that we want. Do you want me to just then go ahead and run the background checks? Is that what you're looking for? And then bring it back in 2 weeks? Is that what you're,
Yeah,
Do we
we
have that
a
option?
background check and
well, I guess we
I
have
don't care
that
if you
option.
if you wanna hire or not hire tonight, that's fine with me, I don't have a
Okay.
problem.
Because the hiring is contingent on the background check.
Correct.
So he doesn't get the job if anything.
If there's anything pops up that's not right, well, then we won't be hiring them. So how do you,
I'll make a motion that we begin the process of offering Jeffrey Hill the job as the DPW worker contingent on his background check.
He's starting off at the lowest pay.
he will be starting off at the laborer's pay, which was on the, I don't have it on the bid, I think it's $22 an hour, 22 something per hour. It's the lowest entry level in the DPW. And we probably should have had that in the motion too, but,
I'll support.
okay, it's been moved and supported that we hire Mr. Hill, pending the background check and everything checks out with him. It won't be for 2 weeks anyways, because he'll have to give a 2-week notice. Is there any further discussion on this? If not, roll call, please.
Mr. Blackstock,
Yes.
Mr. Boda,
Yes.
Cram, yes, Mr. Simons?
Yes. Motion carries. Next, we have the Park Commission request to allocate the 2015 St. Clair County Parks and Rec millage distribution. This is a routine thing that we have to do every year with that money that comes from the millage. We have the park chairman here. Would you like to speak on anything, or?
That's our county share money that we get back from the tax money that goes into the township. And we do it every year, but you have to approve it to come back to the park commission.
I'll make a motion that we agree with the choices that the Township Park Commission have made to spend their millage money on.
The 2015 millage money?
Yes.
Support.
Okay, it's been moved and supported that we okay the Park Commission's request to allocate the 2015 St. Clair County Park Recreation millage distribution money. And this has to go to the county in order to get this money. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we're moving on to the announcements. The Township Hall will be closed September the 7th for the Labor Day. The Township Board will meet on September the 8th due to the holiday. The Township Picnic will be held September the 12th, 2015, from 11 to 2 p.m. And it'll be the usual chicken, hot dogs, coleslaw, games for the kids.
No prime rib,
You know what?
no prime rib.
If you want to bring it, Mr. Boda, we can. If you want to bring a a slab or two to pass. Okay, I guess we're moving on to members' comments. Mr. Boda,
I have nothing, thank you.
Ms. Graham?
I just want to commend the ladies in the office for all the hard work they've been doing, getting everything caught up, cleaned up, and all the extra duties they've been taking on.
Okay, and I second that. They've been working hard in there, figuring everything out. Mr. Blackstock?
I have nothing, thank you.
All right, I have a couple things. As everybody is aware, Dion Pike is retiring on the 28th August. We've hired his replacement. He'll be starting on the 24th. And he's actually coming in on his own, and Dion's briefing him on some of the stuff at the sewer plant. Next, that property in Boulder Creek that we sold, there's a little holdup on it. We have to do a title search on it. We sent it to our attorney, and he advised me that we should do this title so we can give the new owner a clear title. There's some liens on it, being as though, or not liens, but there's some discrepancy because it was in the association and how we got it through the taxes, and they want to make sure it's all clean. And I second that. I think we as a township have to be able to give a clean deed to it. They've also started on the Hathaway Drain. I believe they moved in Wednesday and they started last Thursday. So that project will be going on for probably a couple of weeks to a month. And the other thing is, in the office here, like Dee mentioned, the girls are doing a good job, and we want to move Corinne to full-time. We're working with Julie, our CPA, that's working with us, and we feel we'll be ready sometime in September to put her on full-time. We've upped her up to the 30 hours right now, so I guess at our next meeting I'll have more information about what we're proposing to do with Corinne as far as starting wage, hours, whatever, benefits or.
She's
What
willing to go full-time?
What's that?
Is she willing to go full-time?
She's willing to go full-time, yes. Her daughter will be going to school, so she'll be able to do full-time. And that's kind of why we're waiting until around September the 8th. But there'll be more to come on that. Other than that, I don't have anything else. I mean, it's been busy, and I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. So, anybody else have anything else? If not, an adjournment would be in order.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn at 7:30, or 7:39,
7:41.
41.
44. 7:44. Jeez, we can't even tell time.
Making some glasses.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Did we have a second to that?
I'll support.
And it was supported, moved and supported. We adjourn at 7:44. No further discussions. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.